Would you like to learn what are the next 100 to 1000x cryptocurrency gems with the potential to turn $1,000 into 100,000 if not $1 million? I am going to be ranking hyped cryptocurrencies for their multiplier potential in the coming bull market. Now, some of these are going to be extremely degen, and one of these, I think, is a potential slam dunk. So, as usual, nothing I say is to be construed as financial advice. Crypto is largely unregulated and high risk, and people who invest should be prepared to lose all their money. And everything I say to you in this video is for informational and educational purposes only. My name's the Superman, your superhero of 100 to 1000x gems. I have found plentiful 100x plus cryptocurrencies in the past. I even found a 100x only in this month, and you will not get that from anyone else. So if you love content like this, then would you please leave a like on this video, and please make sure to subscribe to me if you want to make sure that you are in the know for the best cryptocurrencies. Now, we are presently in the cryptocurrency market in a state of not knowing which way we're going, up or down. Sometimes it's up, sometimes it's down. But what I can say is that I believe we are having the prelude to a massive bull run. And I think it's going to be happening very, very shortly. There may be a sell-off, there may not. I don't really react like that. I just look at cryptocurrencies that I can buy for the long term and make savage amounts of money. So, we are going to go straight into the action and look at these cryptocurrencies. So the first one that we have got is Binance Coin, or BNB, also known as Build on Binance. Now, this is presently an $82 billion cryptocurrency. Now, BNB is basically responsible for Binance Smart Chain. It kind of incorporates the value of Binance Smart Chain as a layer 1 blockchain and Binance as an exchange. Having said that, its best days are beyond it. Like, it has gone and done. It did a massive multiplier in the last bull market, but this bull market, I believe this is going to be a dinosaur. It's hardly going to move. My personal opinion is this will 5x. I am surprised Binance are even still around. They did very well to survive the bear market. But I just think that they don't have the same pizzazz they used to have. The next cryptocurrency is Polkadot. Now, if ever there was a sleeping dinosaur, it's this one. Polkadot hasn't even moved, not even since its bear market lows. The lowest it got to was around about $3.70. 2 years on, where we've had bull trends happening, and right now it is still $4.31. It's hardly gone up. It's gone up about 30% from its bear market lows. Now, there's most cryptocurrencies that can go 30% in a minute. For this to have in 2 years done 30% is a travesty. Now, Polkadot has got Polkadot 2.0 written in the cards. It's apparently meant to be coming late 2024. We still haven't had it. Now, Polkadot 2.0 is going to have elasticity of scalability. It's going to be much more scalable, much faster, and cheaper. This sets a perfect environment for it to do a Solana, a Sui. Basically, for there to be some ecosystem growth, for them to have some tools to make it easy to transact. But this is not a layer 1. This is a layer 0. It's the layer 1s that really give this its value. And to be honest, it's $6.5 billion market cap. But no one even talks about Polkadot anymore. It's in its second bull market. I don't believe it's got massive multipliers ahead of it. I think that Polkadot could, because of Polkadot 2.0, could have a 10x ahead of it. Next up, we've got Litecoin. Litecoin had a halving last year, and the halving did absolutely zero to facilitate demand. If anything, all that's done with Litecoin is just kind of proven its irrelevance. Litecoin has been around like 3 or 4 bull markets now, and it is just not sexy anymore. Who wants to buy Litecoin when you've got meme coins, when you've got really exciting layer 1s? Why would you want to buy the kind of, poor man's Bitcoin? It's meant to be the superior to Bitcoin, but in my opinion, it's just a poor man's Bitcoin. No one really cares for it. It still has a lot of transaction volume, but that's just because money is moved around between very rich people. But nobody's really pumped about Litecoin anymore. I would be surprised if Litecoin did more than a 3x, to be honest. Next, we've got Uniswap. Now, Uniswap did start out traditionally as an Ethereum-based DEX. To be honest, it still is largely used as an Ethereum-based DEX or anything kind of on layer 2s of Ethereum, like, for instance, something like Base. So, Uniswap has really chiefly been Ethereum. Now, these guys have partnered with Moonbeam and therefore Polkadot to have multi-chain. So you can have multiple amounts of chains that you can swap your tokens of. But you don't use Uniswap for other chains other than Ethereum. Uniswap, to me, again, this is just not that sexy. And to me, I'm just very, very surprised that, you know, this maintains its position in the top 25. Like, yeah, great, it's a decentralized exchange, probably one of the main ones. But just no one's excited about it. I'm surprised people... I still have my tokens, so I'm not one to talk. But I believe that Uniswap, I would say a 5x is probably likely with Uniswap. Next, we have got Monero. Monero is the classic privacy coin. Monero was the first one. Monero is the main one. This is the privacy coin that you use to pay for things that you don't want there to be any traceability. All right, so if any dark activities are happening in the world and a cryptocurrency is asked for, nowadays it's Monero. Bitcoin, you can see transactions on the blockchain. Monero masks those transactions, so you can't see the origins. So really, it's the ideal privacy coin. Now, even with that in mind, privacy coins, they're just not sexy anymore. It's just a narrative that no one cares about. Back in 2017, people cared about privacy. Now, they care about gaming, AI, real-world assets, deep-in, memes, probably more importantly. And no one could give a stuff about privacy coins. And if you're going to go into a privacy coin, why would you go into one that is near $3 billion and very unlikely to make you any gains? Now, in the last bull market, this reached a high of $600. I don't think that it's going to go much higher than that, to be honest. I would say that this, again, this probably has 3 to 5x potential. Next, we have got one of my darlings. So, Pol, which was previously Matic, previously Polygon. This is a cryptocurrency that really I was the first YouTuber to talk about. So if anybody should be singing the praises of Polygon, it should be me. But I'm going to tell you this. Polygon is outdated. No one cares about Polygon anymore, right? They care about the new layer ones. Polygon was last season's layer one. All right, back in 2020 to 2021, this made a humongous multiplier. I mean, from when I spoke about Polygon, this did near 1,000. This did a 1,000x from when I spoke about it. So it's done. It's made its money. It made me money. It made a lot of early investors money. But I mean, even new cryptocurrencies coming out on Polygon, they're not sexy. No one cares about Polygon. They care about Sui, Aptos, and probably the newer layer ones that's going to be coming out, like Monad, and there's a few others, Kaien. No one cares about Polygon anymore. And Polygon really has shown its, its lack of relevance since the bear market ended, right? So the bear market ended. They're not showing me the the all-time history here, but the bear market ended, basically last year. And where are we at now in terms of multipliers? We've halved for Polygon. This is showing you no one cares about Polygon anymore. So Polygon, again, this is probably a 5x, 10x max. They're rebranding. They're working with other projects to try and give themselves some relevance. I understand. But I just don't think that they're that sexy. No one cares about this chain anymore. And I know that Tron made a comeback. Binance Smart Chain made a mini comeback, literally like a couple of months ago. But no one cared. It died pretty much straight away. And I think Polygon's kind of the same. Just no one cares anymore. Next, we've got Mutable X. Probably the gaming cryptocurrency every YouTuber is talking about. Mutable X is a layer 2 gaming chain. So this enables for gasless transactions for gaming and NFTs and Metaverse. Right? That is its whole unique selling point. And it was really, really good when it first came out. When it first came out, this one pumped like hell. But that was because it was a lower circulating market cap. Now that A lot of the coins are now in circulation, pretty much. Most of the coins are in circulation. This seems like it is way too high an overall market cap in one specific ecosystem, okay? So this is gaming, right? They are a gaming cryptocurrency. So for that reason, I don't think this has got big multipliers either. I bought this during the bear market lows. I bought this at about 37 cents, literally on the day that FTX went down. I can't find that price. It was 2022. Yeah, here we are. It was on the day that FTX went down that I bought this. And I'm holding that, but I don't think it's going to make a massive multiplier from where we are right now. I think from where we are right now, it'll be struggle to get over $10, in my opinion. I think Mutable X, maybe because it'll have Virtual Bacon, it'll have Elio Trades, Alex Becker, Crypto Banter, they'll all be talking about it. It's going to kind of make it nudge up, because they got big bags. But it's not that sexy. I've got a Mutable X. And I should probably be saying, buy a Mutable X, but I'm not. Because I don't think this is actually that great. So, I would say that a Mutable X, at a push, could get to 10x, but I don't really think so. I think it's a struggle to get over $10. Next, we got Optimism. Again, this is another one in the bear market I was really interested in, really liked. And although it had high circulating, it had a very, very high fully diluted value early on. I still thought, well, this is a very good technology because it's optimistic rollups. Optimism is basically the brand name for optimistic rollups, which is a type of layer 2 solution for Ethereum. All right, so it bundles all the transactions into one big transaction, therefore very, very high scalability. It's a code set that has been used. Binance Smart Chain have used it. Coinbase has actually built their base blockchain on Optimism's code base. So it shows you it's a very, very good technology. But do people care about technology anymore? I think people care about memes. They care about community. They care about, they care about animals. They don't care about tech right now. And I think this has got such a high, such a high fully diluted value. Once upon a time, I thought this could probably go to $20. I don't think so anymore. I do not think so anymore. I think that this one could probably do a 10x, maybe up to a 10x, I would say. Next up, we've got Thorchain. Now, I really don't get the pizzazz about Thorchain. So Thorchain is basically a kind of DeFi cross-chain protocol. All right, so people who love DeFi probably really love this because you have cross-chain lending, cross-chain DeFi, cross-chain liquidity, blah, 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 blah. Right? This has been around now. I mean, basically, its first hype cycle, 2020, was its best hype cycle. It still maintains a very high market cap, 1.75 billion. But to me, this is just not sexy. Who likes DeFi? Like, literally no one anymore. Like, only the people with a lot of money that do borrowing and lending and all that stuff, yeah, they care. But no one else really does. Like, the mass market, the big retail, they're not going to care. The only thing that makes this relevant is the fact that Crypto Banter and big YouTubers talk about this. But it's a shit coin, honestly. I don't understand the value of it. I don't know why anybody likes it. I think this is a 5x max, to be honest. Next up, we've got ApeCoin. Now, ApeCoin is a cryptocurrency that I was so keen on in the bear market. I thought, this is potentially the coin of the metaverse. This is the coin for NFTs. This is the coin for gaming. Gucci adopted it as a method of payment. They've got a ton of really rich people that are holders of ApeCoin because ApeCoin was an airdrop to anybody who had a Bored Ape. And basically only the great and the good had Bored Apes, like Madonna, Justin Bieber, a load of basketball players, a load of rappers. And so as a result, they want to create utility for it. They want people to use it because that makes their bags pump. And that was what I saw as really what could make ApeCoin absolutely thrive. Now, ApeCoin was really dying a death till lately. Like, I bought this under $1 and I thought, oh, wow, that's an awesome price. Because this was once upon a time $30, right? And this went to under $1. I thought, yeah, I'm buying it. I bought a big bag and then I never bought any more and it did go down to 75 cents. Now, only lately has there been ApeChain. ApeChain is basically a layer 3 on top of Arbitrum, which is a layer 2. So you got Ethereum, Arbitrum, and then on top of that you got a layer 3, which is ApeCoin. Basically, this allows it to kind of compete with ZGames, with Degen, which is like a kind of layer 3 for meme coins. So it's now, people in the last week have been trading some ApeChain meme coins, and they've made some good multipliers. Do I think this has got longevity? Maybe. Maybe. One just under 1 billion market cap. This could probably have a decent run. It could probably do maybe a 10x, I would say. Because what will happen is that if ApeChain actually lifts off, and that's what would be required. It happened in the week. No one's really cared about ApeChain, if I'm honest with you. No one has really... For one day, ApeCoin went up. There was this ApeChain hype. And no one really cared after that. Now, if they were to have a period of maybe a few weeks, maybe a few months of meme coins, then loading value back up into ApeCoin, we could be seeing ApeCoin doing really well. Otherwise, I would say this is a potential 10x, maybe pushing to 20x, but I would be very surprised. Next up, we've got Gala. Gala is really the mini games cryptocurrency, the leader, the Bitcoin of gaming. All right, so what you've got with Gala is you have got a huge amount of titles, right? So where Gala really started out is they started out with gaming, first of all. So with games, they've got a large amount of kind of Farmville-esque games, playable, addictive games, really high quality. Some are even licensed, like, for instance, Walking Dead Empires. Townstar looks very much like Farmville. And there are quite a few really, really high-quality games, like Spider Tanks, for instance. The quality of the games is exceptional. You would think, the founder of this is from his previous Zynga, right? And Zynga was made some huge games on Facebook and for mobile, right? So that's where they started, and then they kind of migrated and tried to become a media entity, basically. So now they've got music, they've got film, you've got nodes. You've got, in music, I think they signed up Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg will do anything. And then in film, I haven't really looked at what films they do. They're probably doing some budget films. Who knows what they're doing? I mean, I don't know what... Animations, basically. So it's more than what it was in the last run. This is almost a brand new coin, if you think about it. But it's near $1 billion market cap. And there are just so many games, so many exciting games. And even something like Gamer Arena. They are constantly building, constant new games, much lower market cap, much higher potential, much more excitement kind of factor. So as a result of that, Gala, I love Gala. I picked some up, not at a price too dissimilar to this. But it's not as sexy anymore. People don't really talk about Gala as much as they used to. I would say that Gala, maybe a 20x, maybe a 20x. Once upon a time, I thought Gala would go well over $1. Don't think so anymore. There's too many cryptocurrencies now. In 2022, the amount of cryptocurrencies between 2022 and now has gone up about 1,000-fold. Back then, there were probably about 100,000 cryptocurrencies, maybe less than that. Now you've got 10 million cryptocurrencies. To maintain relevance and to get a ton of money flow will be difficult now. So I would say Gala, not a high multiplier potential, even though they have got film and music as well. Next, we have got Cat in a Dog's World. I love Cat in a Dog's World because of the colours. It's very, very contrasting, great branding, and it really has set itself as one of the top cat coins. Okay, so you've got Cat in a Dog's World, you've got PopCat, and you've got Mog. Those are kind of the three biggies. They're like the Fetch, Ocean, and Singularity of the meme coin market. Right, so this is an $800 million market cap. Now, if you are an investor who is looking for, I suppose you're looking for safer meme coins, then this is probably what they'll go for, and therefore, as a result, this will get a lot of volume and probably make a good amount of multipliers. I would say that Cat in a Dog's World could probably do a 20x, possibly. I won't say it will. I think it's probably more safely going to do a 10x. Next, we have got Multiverse X. Well, what can I say about this? This was once upon a time a smash hit coin. It was previously called Elrond, and this was a layer 1 blockchain that was capable of very, very high transaction speeds and very, very low transaction cost. This was really on par potentially with the likes of Solana, or it could have been. Right? They were looking to get to 5-figure transactions per second, incredibly fast finality, and then they butchered the coin totally. Right? They called it, they rebranded. They had to, because Elrond, I think there's some kind of Lord of the Rings, trademark infringement or copyright infringement. So they had to change their name, and they changed their name to quite possibly, you couldn't have written a worse name. You literally could. I think that you could have taken weeks to come up with a worse name than Multiverse X. It's a terrible name, and it has completely butchered the brand entirely. Look, nearly $1 billion market cap, 15 million volume. No one cares for this anymore. The ecosystem's been completely shot to death. I would be surprised if this did more than really a 5x, unless they have some kind of season like Sui and Solana. This is not going to have money feeding back into Multiverse X. I just don't see it. Next up, we've got the Sandbox. This has been a huge disappointment. So the Sandbox is a multiverse stroke, or shall I say metaverse stroke gaming cryptocurrency. This is really, you're building games in a sandbox environment. That's really what they're talking about. And it's kind of got Minecraft vibes. It's kind of like basically the Minecraft of cryptocurrency, if you think about it. It's got all of these various mini games that you can get, but it's all a very pixelated kind of universe. And, you know, I've seen this game played. I think it's quite boring myself. I did pick this up in the bear market, but to be absolutely honest, like between 2022, which is the worst of it, it was 38 cents, and today it's 10 cents less in a bull market. Like, this is pretty much shot. Now, this is a gaming cryptocurrency, so if you've seen, you know, a lot of the big gaming projects, Mutable X, Beam, Gala, they've not actually done a lot. The coins that have actually had any traction are smaller games. You know, the likes of WAS Studios and Gamer Arena, things like that. You know, things that were tiny market cap, they managed to get the excitement. There's a big, you know, massive gaming season. Yeah, fair enough. This could probably do okay. But I would say there was a huge gaming season at the beginning of the year, and this went up to the end of last year, and this went up to 80 cents. Nah. This is pretty much dead. I would say 10x maximum. I think probably more 5x. I'll put a 10x because you never know. This could just have a massive growth spurt, but I very much doubt it. Next, we've got Superverse, another very, very hyped cryptocurrency from the gaming YouTubers. Obviously, this is Elio Trade's cryptocurrency gaming project. Now, it's a little bit like Steven Spielberg selling acting schools. Like, you're more likely to go to his acting school than you are some unknown person, right? It's the same here. Elio has complete advantage because he's got, you know, 700,000 subscribers, 700,000 therefore greater fools, and, you know, just a bunch of people that he can shill this to. I think Elio's great, and I think Superverse is a great project, but it's nothing I would invest in. Like, the time to have invested in this would have actually been during those bear market lows when this was like, this went down to like 2 cents. I think I remember seeing this at like maybe 5 cents. I think 2 cents was the IDO price. And seeing this very, very close to the IDO price, I think that back then was a very good buy. But it's moved up too much. You know, it's not going to make huge multipliers from where it is, no matter who's talking about it. Even with Alex Becker talking about it, this will not make a huge multiplier. I would see Superverse, I think its all-time high is about $4. Yeah, $4.73, which was basically the day it launched. Okay, so the day it launched, it went from 2 cents to $4.73. Never found that again. It went to $4.73 because it was a tiny circulating supply back then. Now there are way more in circulation. So it makes this a very uninvestable coin. I would say Superverse, probably a 10x. I'll give it 10x just purely because it's going to have all of the big crypto YouTubers just talking about it. I like what they do. They're trying to create a kind of united gaming. It's kind of like trying to be a little bit like Neo Tokyo, kind of trying to be kind of at the epicenter of the gaming ecosystem and trying to kind of work with a lot of projects. Don't get me wrong, I think that Superverse is good. I would more likely invest in games that come out of Superverse that have partnerships with rather than Superverse itself. Next, we've got Decentraland, another, you know, forgive my French, shit cryptocurrency since the bear market. This one has done zero. Okay, this one reached basically 29 cents in the depths of the bear market, and even now is like probably about 5% above that. So Decentraland, I think, is, you know, just like Sandbox, very, very limited scope. The difference being is that Decentraland is virtually at fully diluted value. So this could have more upside potential. I would say Decentraland is probably a 10x as well, maybe a 20x. there's a metaverse season, put it this way, if between now and next year there's a metaverse season and something happens with Facebook and, you know, they have some great big virtual reality, I don't know, pivot or something, then fine, yeah, maybe this could do a 20, even higher than that. But without it, but just on the basis of osmosis in the market, I would say also do a 10x. Another really overhyped cryptocurrency is a cash network, which is cloud computing, distributed cloud computing. All right, so this is it's basically just taking off a little chunk of what ICP do and creating a cryptocurrency around it. This is basically the same as Arweave, and I hate these coins. It's deep-in. This is what this is classed as, deep-in. But I really find these coins, they are literally the most boring coins. You know, and you can have Elio, you can have Alex, you can have Virtual Beacon all talking about a cash. This ain't going to do much. Because retail are going to be looking at their videos, they're going to be like, just give me meme coins. I don't want to see any shit technology coins. And I'm with them. So I would say that a cash network, yeah, granted, this was a great buy at 24 cents a long time ago. Now it's unbuyable. This one is, I'll put 10x, but I think it's up to 10x this will go to. Next one's LayerZero. This is a surprise to me. So LayerZero is one of the new technologies that has come out. LayerZero is basically Polkadot under a different skin. So it's like a modern day Polkadot. So LayerZero is LayerZero. So you've got layer ones, which is the branch, the layer that sits on top of LayerZero. Okay, so LayerZero provides kind of the cross-chain interoperability, and then you've got the kind of layer one that provides the DApp layer and allows for, you know, dApps that are created on these layer ones to benefit from the LayerZero's technology, and that's what LayerZero is, right? But this is like the newest version, most up to date, one that's got privacy, one that's probably got the best kind of transaction methodology. So this is like Polkadot, but, you know, newer, essentially. And this had so many really big VCs in it, and yet since it's come out, like, it's just done virtually nothing. It's been sideways. No one's really that keen on it. It's reached a high of $5 and a low of kind of $3. It's just kind of gone a bit nowhere. Now, I would say this one, yeah, it has potential. This one could go, because this is its first bull run. Unlike pretty much all of these cryptocurrencies, this is its first bull run. So this one could have a 10 to 20x. I'm going to put it in 10x. It could go to 20x. But I just think that this is the market for simplicity. Big retail are going to come in the ocean loads, and they're going to be wanting memes. They're going to be wanting simple things. They're not going to give a stuff about a LayerZero. Doesn't matter how great fundamentally it is. They're not going to care, and so therefore I think that's why I'm giving it a 10x. But this could do a 20x. I'm going to put up to 20x. Next we have Manta. Manta is a layer 2. It's a modular layer 2, basically. So these guys, when they came out, these guys looked like they were going to be a big hit. This was going to really scale Ethereum. The way they were doing, you know, kind of game theory, the way they were, you know, onboarding people by having to use the protocol to get airdrops, I thought this would set a momentum. But, unfortunately, that momentum was just kind of cut dead when the last 7 months happened. Last 7 months of bearishness. And it just kind of made it kind of lose its relevance, whilst at the same time, memes, Sui, Solana, Base, they all started pumping. But having said that, Ethereum's still a main chain. Manta is still a great brand. And they are unique in what they do. Modular Layer 2, ZK rollups. It's a great technology. And it's a fantastic market cap, actually, in my opinion. I would say that this one could probably do a 10 to 15x, I would say. 10 to 15x. Next, we've got Enjin. Enjin, when was the last time you heard Enjin? Enjin was kind of NFT stroke gaming infrastructure that came out in 2017. You know, this one is just no one cares about this anymore. Doesn't matter what partnerships they've got, what games they've kind of helped with. No one cares about this anymore. You know, no one cares about Enjin. Enjin's a pile of crap. You know, 13 million. This is dead. I'd be surprised if this did. Yeah, you might have somebody like Alex Becker feeling sorry for it and saying, yeah, Enjin. No, I don't think so, though. I personally think that Enjin, this one's a 10x. It's crap. Next, we've got Metis. Now, I saw a video yesterday from Virtual Bacon, and he was just talking about Metis, how great Metis was. Metis is a layer 2 for Ethereum. Ethereum-based layer 2 basically makes it faster and cheaper to transact on Ethereum with Metis. All right? Metis came out 2019? I covered Metis in the last bull market. I covered it at around about $28 and it went up to $300, right? So it did basically it did a 10x. That was a great multiplier. But I don't understand what on earth Virtual Bacon is talking about when he is like saying, oh, Metis is better than Sui. Like, is the guy fucking nuts or what? Like, Metis, the only reason anyone likes Metis is because Vitalik's mum works for R&D for Metis. Everybody thinks this is Vitalik's mum's project. It's not. It's not. Vitalik's mum didn't run this project. She's R&D. Now, yeah, maybe she did bring it up. And maybe that is the whole reason this has done well. But otherwise, who cares about Metis, honestly? Like, I think that Metis, I think this will probably do a 5x. A 10x, I just don't see why it should. I can't see it happening. It's old. It's boring. You know, why wouldn't you just go for Manta, Optimism, Arbitrum? There's just... Metis is dead. The only reason why Metis is even semi-interesting is because the market cap is like a quarter of what the other layer ones are. But that's because they're better. They're used. Right, okay. I'm going to now just send this over to the good people of the Twitter Xverse, should I say? Xverse. That's brilliant. They really, the guys at Xverse had a great idea with that name. So let me just send this tweet, say I'm actually live. Done and done. That was quick, was it not? And let me just see a couple of these super chats. Aloe, thank you very much for $50. Check out Bot, Book of Trump on Solana. Who honestly cares about Solana? I mean, I kind of do, but not a lot. I think Sui is the one to go to now. Can you check out T-Dog? I will look at it though, Aloe. I will look at it for you, and I'll actually put it up here. I'll put Dick Screener up. And BOT. Book of Trump. Yeah, I'll look at that afterwards. But thank you very much for the $50. Can you check out T-Dog on Ton Easy 100 1000x? I normally find that when people say that it's unlikely to do more than a 5x, to be honest. I don't think many people really understand, you know, what goes into making a 100x. I do, because I've made them tons of times. Right, okay, so next we have got ZGames. So ZGames is a layer 3 project. So what these guys do is that they're a gaming project, first of all, but they're a layer 3 on top of the layer 2, which enables for there to be in-game economies. It enables for there to be a much richer kind of functionality for tokens on layer 3s. Okay, so what you've got here with ZGames is you have got a potential big hit. All right, ZGames is new. It's well backed by VCs. This went up to like nearly $2, and it has come down a whole 10x, 153 million market cap. Now this is one I think is exciting. I think this one has decent potential, not a huge amount of potential, not 153 million market cap. You've got to think there are a lot of cryptocurrencies out there. They're all going to be sharing the money flow. There's tons of games, and so Zai is going to find it difficult. But I could see ZGames going back up and doing maybe a 20x. I could see that happening. It is possible with ZGames. And it's a great name, great logo. they're unique. There's no other gaming layer 3 out there. Next up, we have got Virtuals Protocol. This is a great cryptocurrency. Now, I actually brought this crypto. I was the first YouTuber to talk about this. I think it was all the way back here where I spoke about Virtuals Protocol. So Virtuals Protocol enables for games, metaverses, and virtual reality or virtual environments to have AI-based characters. Character bots, character personalities. You can basically create a real-life world in virtual reality because of Virtuals Protocol. It just gives a whole rich suite of functions to create characters, create games, etc. Very good cryptocurrency. I was a massive holder of this, but I actually sold. Actually, it must have been over here when I spoke about Virtuals. I sold near the top. Now, we're getting near to that now. I didn't sell it all. I sold probably 8/10 of it. So I've got like 2/10 left. 20% left of what I did have. But I still think this is a great cryptocurrency. It's AI. And I think that is, a decent AI project, particularly ones that have a utility in gaming and metaverse. I think that they have much stronger potential, than just an average AI marketplace. Stuff that's rubbish. This kind of has 3 narratives that could make this pump, but it's pumped a lot lately, and I think that a big part of that is actually crypto gains. So thank you, crypto gains, for the pump, and I think that from here, this one could probably do a 10x. I don't think it's gonna do more than that. There's too many AI coins. If this does a 10x, from where it is right now, it'll be pretty good. Next, we got Nakamoto Games. Nakamoto Games, this was one that should have picked up during the bear market, and that's it. Now it's not good. I know of some whales who got in at about 6 cents, 5 cents, and then they sold at like $3. Right? They made great bank. What was that? A 50x or so. Brilliant multiplier. Those days are gone now. Nakamoto Games was one of few outfits when this pumped. Okay, when this pumped, it had Gala. That was really it. There were a few that was trying to be like Nakamoto Games, like Wagme Games, for instance, Playable Games. This was the one that was really the king. This was one that was really king in the last, year. But now it's it's not investable in my opinion. I think this one's got probably up to 10x. I would say it's probably more a 5x, maybe 10x. But these guys aren't as relevant as they were. They've made the money for their investors. There's not a lot more gas in the tank for this one. Next, we've got ChainGPT. This one's a very interesting one. I covered ChainGPT around about 3 to 5 cents. Back then, it was much more relevant. There were very few AI cryptocurrencies. And ChainGPT has got a suite of functions, which back then was very, very new. You could create NFT collections. You could audit smart contracts. You could actually create dApps with ChainGPT. And they've also got a launchpad. It does all sorts of different DeFi things, market analysis, AI trading. However, you can get very old in cryptocurrency now. Once upon a time, you used to be able to last a whole market cycle. Now, you do not last a whole market cycle. Now, they've got Joe Parry's as an ambassador. He's got 400k subscribers or so. There's still quite a few people that there's a lot of projects that they incubate, which are very, very strong. But what they do is not as unique as it used to be. It's still good, but it's not as unique as it used to be. I like them still, but look at that volume, 2.75 million for an AI coin. I would say that this one probably at best could do a 20x, but I find that would be quite difficult, but that's what I'll put it for. Next, we've got Node AI. This is another one of those distributed nodes, basically. It's a AI project again. This is one that is talked about by Alex Becker. I'm not sure NEO Trades, but also quite a few other YouTubers that got into this. I got into this at its lows, and actually where it is right now is, not far from its lows. Its lows are about 50 cents. Hold on a minute. Yeah, it was about 50. No, it was about 40 cents was its lows. I think this one's, is half decent. Again, it's there's a lot of competition now. Once upon a time, Nvidia was just a big name for Node AI, but it made a lot of its money earlier this year when it went to, I think it was like 250 million. I think that Node AI, where it is right now, I think this one could probably do maybe a 20x max. It's purely because it's an AI play that Alex Becker will talk about. That's it. As far as I'm concerned, that's the only reason why I put it in 20x. I do think it's good, but not good. Right, we're getting into the exciting ones now, so I hope that you're enjoying. If you are watching, then would you please leave a like on this video? I would be very, very happy. Just watch that like button animate. Right, next up we've got Xborg. Now, I have seen, again, Alex Becker, Elio Trades, Virtual Bacon tripling up on this. And even with the power of those three, like it's done a 3x with a low market cap as well. This started off at like 18 million, 20 million market cap. And it's done a 3x. Now, I don't understand why they are all so absolutely, why they love this so much. It's player identity protocol. This is just like identities on the blockchain. This is deep in. It's more deep in than it is gaming. I do not get why they are so interested in this. I had all the opportunity to get into this at 8 cents, 5 cents, 8 cents, and I did not give a rat's about this. I do not think this is an exciting gaming project at all. Now, just purely on their talking about it, I would say this probably has the potential to do 600 million, maybe a 20x, maybe. Which would therefore mean around about 60x from the lows. But it's purely, not because it's great, it's just because of who they got into it. Now that could be said for a lot of cryptocurrencies, but even still, I think this actually sucks as a project. And me being one of the top gaming cryptocurrency YouTubers, I think I know what I'm saying when I say that. All right, next up, we've got PayPay. PayPay really emerged during the Chinese narrative. So there was a narrative for Chinese themed meme coins. Okay, so there was PayPay, there was Shibei, something like that. And PayPay has kind of stood the test of time, unlike the others. All the other Chinese coins have kind of died. This one has got quite a few KOLs that will still talk about this, but I think with 500,000 volume for 60 million market cap, this one's going to struggle. Actually, I think this one will probably at best do a 20x. So PayPay is basically just the Chinese Pepe. Next up, we've got 01 Labs. I actually think this is a great opportunity. Okay, so 01 Labs, otherwise known as DEAI, which stands for Decentralized AI. I actually think this is a great project. Okay, so what this is, these guys are a layer 1. They're an AI layer 1. All right, so think of it as basically Potential. Now, Potential's in the billions now, and this is a micro cap still. 50 million market cap makes it basically just outside of being a micro cap. So micro caps, these have the potential to do kind of 30, 50 X's. I mean, AI and a layer 1, I think this one has got really good potential. Now, I find it surprising that this has only got 2 million to 3 million in volume. Only today have they struck up a partnership with Near Protocol to create a truly decentralized AI future, which is awesome. So AI is Near is also a layer 1, for really with an AI bias, even though they are general purpose AI. And 01 or DEAI is more concentrated on AI applications. And I think this really has got the potential to be like Potential. You know, very, 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 very rich feature set, modular design, EVM, homomorphic encryption. Just sounds awesome. Built natively for AI apps. Like, this one, I think, has a lot of potential from its current market cap. And I would say that Zero could go and do up to a 50x, I would say. 30, maybe. It's got a lot of potential, particularly from, you know, that price, 55 cents. Next up, we have got Elixir Games. Now, Elixir Games is a whole suite of different gaming functions. So Elixir, not only do they make their own proprietary games, they also have a games arcade for people for other creators, other outfits like maybe Star Hero, Star Atlas, all these big games, Silas Heroes, all these big games. You've got them here: Kronos Worlds, Elemental Raiders. Like, you are able to play games that were made by other creators, like Games for a Living, for instance. And they're a launchpad, and they are an esports platform. So quite a lot of different arms under their gaming belt. And that's what I think makes them kind of a super gaming project. Because they've got so many arms to, their kind of umbrella. And I think that's what could help propel Elixir Games from a 5 million market cap. 5 million! Now, something I've also got to let you know is that one of the pre-sale prices of Elixir Games was 5 cents. So you are basically 3x less than that buying now and just riding this till the end of the market. Like, the volume to market cap ratio is much more accurate. This is in keeping with a market cap of that size. And I actually think this one's got really super duper potential again. But gaming is huge, a huge ecosystem. But Elixir is Solana at the same time. So it's kind of like Gala on Solana. So therefore, I'll say that Elixir, it has got the potential to go up to 50x, I would say. Next up, we have got Kaien. I love this project. This is really a solid dog meme coin. Why? Because it is based on the 6 Inu family. All right? So there were 6 Japanese Inus, Shiba Inu being the most famous. And then it spawned off there were 4 others that came out in the last bull market that went to over 300 million, going up as high as 91 billion. Now, the only one that was not released was Kaien. Now, Kaien, what I love about this is not only does it capture the main breed of the Kaien, so there is no other better Kaien that exists out there, but the branding is exceptional. This has got flocky vibes. So when you have got the masses of retail coming in, looking for meme coins to buy, particularly dog coins, and dog coins and cat coins are very popular. Why? Because everybody has them. People don't have sharks, they don't have meerkats, they don't have foxes, they don't have frogs. People have cats and dogs. That's why these are the 2 main meme coin animals, right? And that's why I really like Kaien. And the other reason I like Kaien is because they are super proactive. Like, they're making sure that there is always content. They are making sure that they are always, trying to, show relevance of their brand. And that's half the battle. Marketing is the battle. These guys go over the odds. They do a lot of, spaces. They really get their community embroiled into the coin. And there's some decent KOLs as well on Kaien. Now, Kaien is a mere $2.5 million market cap. This has gone as high as, I think, 40 million. And I personally believe that Kaien has powerhouse potential. Kind of. When I first heard about Kaien, and I heard the story, I thought this has got Shiba vibes. And that explains why it went up to 40 million so quickly. And I think that Kaien, even from where it is right now, can do super well. From 2 million, I would say this one could do 50x to 75x. Basically between the two, I would say. Between 50x, 75x. Just wait until the mass market come in. Next up, we have got Cookie. Now this one I think is actually a really good opportunity. So Cookie is the Google of cryptocurrency. So this is AI, data, and marketing. All right. So if you're looking at marketing cryptocurrencies, which I wouldn't say is necessarily a hyped trend, but it is an activity that's needed. So when a project is looking to appeal to the masses, they need a project like Cookie 3. So Cookie 3 is like Google AdWords and Google Analytics for projects. So if you're a meme coin or even an AI or a gaming cryptocurrency and you are wanting to increase on the amount of people that hold the coin, market to those people, make sure you get ads to those people, you need Cookie 3. And Cookie 3 are the only ones that do this. And that's why I think that this has got a lot of potential, because you need Cookie 3 tokens to be able to utilize the coin, to utilize the platform. And there is a need for cryptocurrency projects to use something like Cookie 3, because marketing is the hardest thing to do in cryptocurrency. And I think that Cookie has really actually been one of those coins that came out at a really horrible time, and you could be benefiting from buying it super early, particularly because not only is it marketing, but it's AI marketing. So they are utilizing, AI functionality, things that machine learn, train, and get better with time, therefore giving them probably the most optimal marketing, potential for these projects, meme coin projects and everything. I think that's what also sets this as being a decent project. So I would say that from a 2 million market cap, I would say I could realistically see Cookie doing a 50x. 2 million market cap, the 50x would be 100 million for basically the Google of cryptocurrency. Google is basically worth billions. Then, I could realistically see this being 1,000x cryptocurrency. But just purely because it's difficult to stand out these days, I would say 50 to 75x is where I would put Cookie. The next cryptocurrency, I think, is the find of 2024. I think it's absolutely incredible. So the key narrative right now is Trump. Okay, now at the moment, Trump is looking on course to be president. All right, I kind of say it proudly because I really want him to be president. And probably people think that you probably think I'm stupid, but I think that the guy is a gem, personally speaking, and he is actually winning versus Kamala Harris. Now, I think the next few weeks are going to be all about Trump. It's going to be all about him, and then after the election, because I believe he's going to win, then I think this bull market is going to be kicked off because he wins, and therefore he's going to be like what Elon Musk was in the last bull cycle. He's already positioned himself that way. He appeared at the Bitcoin conference, speaking about cryptocurrency. Like, he is positioning himself as a hero within the cryptocurrency world. And my father said, well, why do you like this guy? He's a buffoon, he's dangerous, racist, blah, 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 sexist, what have you. But he's a crypto hero. And I know that's a bad basis to want a US president. But basically, Trump is hot as a narrative. Now, I think the next few weeks are going to be the hottest time. And I think that one of, really, in my opinion, the highest potential cryptocurrencies I have ever seen is this. Trump on Sui, or Trump Sui. So it's called Trump Sui. Alright? So, this is the Donald Trump mascot to make Sui great again. So not only is it capitalizing on the relevance of Trump, which is going to be highly relevant. The elections are what, 5th of November, right? It's going to be highly relevant between now, which we are now nearing the end of October, through to the beginning of November. It's going to be a super high relevance to Trump. But this is also utilizing the popularity of Sui as well. Because Sui meme coins, they are looking to be the next Solana meme coins, right? That's why I think that this particular cryptocurrency at a mere $100,000 market cap, this one could be an absolute belter over the next few weeks. 196k! There was another one earlier in the week called Suey Trump. And this one went to 1.5 million. Right? And this one is like 200k. Right? Without Trump even actually being so, so actually super relevant. Not right today, super relevant. Imagine the news is going to get very hectic, very hyped about Trump. And this, look at the execution of this website. It is nothing short of spectacular. It's just marvellous. And they've got all the socials. So this only came out today. They've got all the socials. They got Twitter. I'm not even following them. They've got all the socials. Yeah, super active project. Telegram, everything. Yeah, I think that this one is a powerhouse. And I love this. Press Sweden. And there was also something else in here about... Oh no, maybe not in here. I think I saw it on Twitter. Something about the Blue House. So not the White House, which where the president obviously lives, but the Blue House because it's the house of Suey, basically. Yeah, I think this one's a mega hit, a potential mega hit. This one, I think, has 100x potential. Think about it. It's on Suey. It's about Trump. It's the newest Trump coin there is. The website is absolutely incredible. Yeah, this one could be a this one just blows me away, to be honest. And the reason I'm late for this stream is because I was looking all day for a Swee meme coin, and this one appeared, and it was just an absolute beauty. Anyway, there we are. Next, we have got Mugi. So Mugi is another super simple narrative to explain. Mugi at this present time is only 164k market cap with very, very low volume. Now, what Mugi is Mugi is the brother of Doge. Okay, so Nero is the sister of Doge, and Nero is now a $1 billion cryptocurrency. Well, first Nero on Ethereum, nearly. And the other Nero went up to 400 million, right? And that's because they were the sibling of Doge, of Kabosu, who was the Doge dog, basically. And Mugi, this is the only coin that represents the other sibling related to Doge. It was Doge's sister. Doge's brother, sorry. Doge's brother. Look. You can't get closer to the Doge narrative than with Mugi. Other than with Nero, obviously, but that's already pumped. This is a super low market cap. To me, at 164,000... Like, I think that this one, to go to 1 million would be a 10x. To go to 10 million would be a 100x. I would say this one has got 75 to 100x potential. Remember also, Mugi is a cat. It's a cat as well. So it's a cat and it's Doge narrative. To me, I think that's superb. And the other thing about Mugi is that they are constantly making tweets. They are tweeting a lot of good artwork. Yeah, they're not just sitting on their backsides letting the coin, get irrelevant. They are staying relevant. So I think this one's a very high risk, don't get me wrong. This one has just as much potential to go to zero. But I think that Mugi, a very, very strong narrative. It's got the same narrative as Nero, for God's sake. And then the last one, I really like this one as well. The last one I really do like. And that is Baby Blub. Got shot up. It was 50k at the beginning of this stream. So Baby Blub is the baby version of Blub. So Blub is arguably the number one, at least it's the number one community meme coin in Sui. Right? So Hippo, I think, is the number one meme coin in terms of market cap. But Blub is the community's meme coin. The Sui community's meme coin. The founders love it. I think the whole Sui community embraces it. Right? And this has gone up to about 70 million market cap. And Baby Blub is basically the baby version of that and is a very, very low cap version. Like 150k when you consider Blub itself is a 70k crypto, 70 million cryptocurrency. Like if this was to get to where where it was, if it was to get to where Blub is, which it probably won't, but it could actually, being baby, being baby, it could get to where Blub is now, and then Blub goes, God knows where. If this was to get to where Blub is now, it'd be a 200x. So I would say this won't necessarily do a 200x, but I think this has got good upside potential. I would say probably better than Blub. I would say this one could do a 50x potentially, maybe even more than that. Who knows? Who knows? When memes go off in Sui, they will pop off like anything. So there we are, people. Those are the cryptocurrencies I think have enormous potential. But I have to say that the one that I think is the biggest, highest potential, the potential slam dunk, is Trump Sui. Massively on brand. Blue, the flag. This is like looking at the Marga website. And Marga is like, God knows how many millions, if not billions, is Marga. No, it's in the millions. Hundreds of millions. And this is like 100k. To me, I think this is just slam dunk. Right, okay. Now, let me have a look at some of your super chats. So let me have a look at Book of Trump. Do they have a website? No. They haven't got a website. So what is it then? It's nothing. I can't believe it's that market cap with no website. What the fuck, man? Look at this, right? Look how stupid this is. Right? So you've got Trump Sui. You've got this at 180k, and you've got this junk that doesn't even have, they don't have anything, and it's 419. That's so dumb. That is so stupid. I appreciate the $50, but I have to be honest. This is an absolutely pathetic meme coin. No website. Like, what the hell? Why even bother? Right, okay, let me have a look at some other super chats. King Crypto, thoughts on Nibiru chain? Yeah, I like Nibiru chain. I think I talked about it like last stream or something like that. I like this one. You know, I think it's a very, very low market cap for a layer 1 cryptocurrency. I think that they just need much better. They need a much better way. I mean, look at this, right? Look at Trump on Sui. Look at this. This is shit. All right, they need to look, because look at who they've got. NGC Kraken. I think that's it. But you know, this is a layer 1 that should have a much better looking website. This thing looks junk. Looks junk. It would not interest me personally. So they need better marketing. But that is a steal at that market cap for a layer 1. ICP speak to create what? ICP speak to create app. Hello Miria thoughts. Eh? This just makes no sense. Hello. I hate hello. And Miria. That's I couldn't. Well, Miria will do okay. Andy on base should do best compared to other chains, in my opinion, with based option use of low fees. Yeah, I agree. That's 100% my thesis as well. Andy on base. I don't know why anybody cares about Andy on any other chain, to be honest. You know, like I would probably say that, you know, most of the boys club should probably be on base, to be fair. Book of Trump. Yeah, looked at it. The same developer as Book of Meme. I doubt it, because it's a CTO. Supo, what's your opinion of Book of Sui? Yeah, 36k. When I first saw Book of Sui, I mean, there's nothing, not really anything to it, is there? It doesn't really do anything. Other than, I mean, the website. I like the name, but it doesn't really do anything. So, you know, at least Book of Meme had loads of meme images and all that kind of thing. It was almost like a, you know, a kind of homage to the meme coin history. Book of Sui has nothing presently. So I think they need to do more. I don't even know how active they are. Are they active anymore? Let's have a look. Oh, they've reposted Sui Friends. Yeah, they haven't really done many tweets. So that's a big reason why they're kind of going downhill, I would say. Just one. Shrap or Fury, best AI agent. Best AI agent? What? Shrap or Fury? I go Shrapnel personally. Oh, bloody hell. 20, that's like $40. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. C. Edwards. Yeah, but to me it would be Shrap. In all honesty. Richard K. Thank you for €20. No question. Thank you very much, C. Edwards. Oops. Deserve 2 super chats. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I would say Shrap just simply because that one, well, it's on Avalanche for starters, which I think is a more relevant chain than Binance Smart Chain, which is what Fury is on, and also because it's probably the closest to off the grid than any other game that exists out there. Sui Virtual Bacon said yesterday Sui is not good and sees Aptos overtaking. No. I think that Sui and Aptos will make a run for it, but I think Sui will be the Solana. Like, I heard that too. He said, I don't know why people are saying it's the Solana. Because it is. It is. Simple to use, very, very fast. Like, super hyped, great branding, great name. Like, great colours. Like, you have to kind of have a whole picture. You can't just be looking at the fundamentals. You have to look at the branding. You've got to look at what does the name do for you. And I mean, there's just so much simplicity to Sui. Right? Just simple. Create an address with your with Gmail. Like, it's just brilliant. And, yeah, I don't have a clue what he's on about. Check out Fluffo on Move Pump. Nah, I've looked at it. It's crap. ICP, new AI which makes apps by just speaking. Oh, awesome. I love ICP, to be fair. Thank you very much, AI Animations. Hey, Sivo, what do you think of Laker AI as a low-cap play? What time is it? It's late, isn't it? I came on late. Sound like a woman, don't I? 1 hour 7. Oh, that's actually not that bad, is it? Laker AI. First Web3 AI super app powered by on-chain data. The value proposition sucks, to be honest. The first Web3 AI super app powered by on-chain data. Why don't you just say first Web3 AI super app? That would probably be better. It's not that bad, actually. 2.4 million. I actually think that is a very good market cap for something like this, to be fair. May not be too bad, but there are a lot of AI coins. You know, I still think that could probably do quite well, though. T-Dog. Let me have a look. T-Dog was my favourite character in... Well, not my favourite character, but one of a character I really liked in Walking Dead. T-Dog. Oh, wow. Look at that. Book of Sweet just absolutely tanked. Just died a death. T-Dog. 247. T-Dog on the Tron chain. Be part of the Tron... It's not bad, actually. I mean, it just looks like it's been easily AI generated, to be fair. Like, you could just go on ChatGPT, say, create a dog in a space costume. There we are. Fucking easy. You know? So, unless this actually has, like, some game or something. But, I mean, you can create these... You can create this with simplicity. You can create that easily. That's not difficult. Like... I don't think it's that great. Check out bricks. Right, this will be the last one, I think. The fuck is this shit? Billionaire rulers inspiring crypto success. God, the hell crap is that? How is this shit 91k? And that's saying something. Is Arbitrum or Avalanche better for gaming? Why do so many games go on Avalanche? Because because of the hype. It's a layer 1. You know, it's one of the, you know, it's just it's a way of being unique, but also at the same time, you know, you've got a very high transaction, low cost ecosystem there. You know, Ethereum puts off a lot of people using their actual games. Avalanche, you know, Avalanche, unlike Solana, is EVM compatible. You know, so that's why people will go Avalanche. They'll go almost like not the speed of Solana, but much higher speed and much cheaper than Ethereum, but also being EVM compatible. That's why. Super, have you been following the Super project? Nah. I could have got into that ICO, I decided not to. So it's too high valuation. I'm not interested anymore in cryptocurrencies with high valuations. I will not buy them. I won't buy anything unless they're like under $1 million market cap at ICO. Right, I think that's it, people. So, thank you very much for being with me today and watching this ranking. And I think, personally speaking, you know, being very realistic, I think we're going to have a massive bull market. But I think that what cryptocurrencies are going to be largely going into the 50x's, 100x's is going to be much lower cap. You know, the money flow needs to be too violent for all of these to make decent money. So it's pointless going in them, right? You want to be getting into very, very good narratives, first bull market, under 50 million, really ideally about 3 million market cap. And that's got the potential. You know, that is where I've made my multipliers so far, my 100x multipliers. And at the end of the day, that's what crypto is all about. All of these may be hyped names, but they're not going to make you rich. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope it was insightful for you, and I'll see you next time. It is lights out.